Hi, welcome to NC3's learning management site, NC3Certs.com. We at NC3 are very excited to have you on as a partner, and I look forward to working with you. My name is Nick Gill, and I am the NC3 Certification Coordinator. I am your main resource for questions on all things NC3Certs.com. Today, I will be walking you through using the site and getting started. If you are watching this video, you have been asked to help administer your school's testing portal on NC3Certs.com. To issue certifications, your campus will need a trained instructor and the proper equipment on site. In general, the campus administrator will take care of setting up your campus. However, in case you are asked to assist, the process is as follows. The first step would be to have a certified instructor submit a new school request found here. This applies even to existing campuses if you want to add a new cert. Fill out the form and hit submit, and I'm happy to take it from there. This video is intended for site support. If you are not a website support, be sure to watch the campus admin or instructor videos found in the help files. To start, you'll need to log in to the NC3 testing portal found on NC3Certs.com. Your username will be your work email address, and the password will be what was provided to you by NC3's support team. On first login, you'll be asked to agree to the end user license agreement. Please thoroughly read and understand this agreement, as you'll be expected to abide by the terms laid out within it. Once you are finished reading, click Accept. Once you've agreed to the EULA, you'll be taken to the Certification tab. This is where you'll see the schools you are associated with and the certification your school has access to. As site support, you'll be able to assign every exam available at your campus. However, you will not have access to the curriculum or the ability to teach the certifications. Now let's take a quick tour of the site. The NC3 logo. This icon will link you to nc3.net, NC3's homepage. This is where you can register instructors for upcoming Train the Trainer events, as well as keep up with news on NC3. The Certifications tab. This is where you'll assign NC3 certifications to your students. Reports. Here you can run reports on certification numbers and bulk print student certifications. Schools. Your basic school information will be displayed here. Groups. You can create and manage groups from here of all students at once. An easy way to manage classes, periods, or semesters. Users. This is where you will find and search for all of your students. You can set or reset passwords and manage users from this tab. The Documents icon is where you will find corporate partner marketing materials and supporting documentation about NC3's program. The question mark icon is where you will find all of the help files we've created to help you use NC3Certs.com. This should be your first step for answering questions or on using the site. If you are unable to find the answer, you may submit a help request found here, and I will be happy to take it from there. As site support, one of the primary roles you may be fulfilling is helping your school's instructors enroll and manage student accounts. Your school's campus administrator or administrators are the only users able to enter students in the system. As site support, it is your role to assist the campus admin with entering students into NC3Certs.com for all instructors on your campus as deemed necessary by your NC3 campus administrator. To get started to doing this, click the Groups tab. Here you can edit and manage existing groups. Because you are just getting started, this may be empty. To add a new group, click the Add Group button. Fill out a name for the group. This can be anything you wish: class code, time period, whatever you would like to manage your group. Then select a school at which you'd like to create the group and click Save. Next, you will add users. This can be done two ways: by individually creating student accounts or by using the Group Import feature. The Group Import feature is the fastest and easiest way to add students and is the preferred method. To import users, click the Import User button. Download the template and open it in Excel. Enter the student's name. Then set a password. This password must be 8 characters in length. NC3 recommends using ChangeMe, all lowercase, one word, as shown. This is a special password that will prompt the student to change their password on first login. This frees you from managing student passwords and allows them to set a password they can easily remember. Next, enter an email address. Accounts are tracked using email addresses, not names, so be sure that this is a real email address. Your students will need to be able to access their accounts once they leave your campus in order to retrieve their certifications in the future. Next, choose the role. This should typically be student. Instructor training is generally not allowed and is handled at Train the Trainer events, with one exception for self-test exams. Contact NC3 or review the help documentation for information on creating instructor accounts. Next, choose the job title, either post-secondary or secondary student. Repeat for each student, filling in all lines. Remember, Excel allows you to copy and paste fields quickly. Carefully review the template and be sure you leave no blanks, as this will cause the upload to fail. Once you've completed the template, click Save As and then name the file. Pay attention to the file path where you are saving it, as you will need this later. Then, click the File Type drop-down menu and select .csv, comma delimited. This is a special file type that the website can read. The system will warn you that this will destroy features. This is intended. Select OK and Yes. Due to how this saves, you'll need to always use a fresh template when creating groups, as it destroys the template after each use. Do not attempt to reuse a template. Now that you have saved the file, go back to NC3Certs.com. Your school and group name should be filled in on the Step 3 heading. If not, click to choose your school and group name that you wish to upload, and then click Choose File. Find the CSV file that you saved earlier and click Open. Now select Submit. The system will begin to upload. Once complete, you'll receive a notification and your group will now contain the new user accounts. This process can be repeated to add students to as many groups as needed. Existing users can be put into groups using this feature as well. The system will not overwrite existing users. You will, however, need to be sure that the information in the template matches the existing account exactly. If you enter different information, the system may return an error. You are now ready to assign students to an exam. This can be done by you, or if you are uploading for another instructor, by them. To assign, first click the Certifications tab. Then click the house icon next to the certification you wish to assign. The system will take you to the Assign page. By default, it brings you to the Assign User page. To assign by group, click the Assign Groups button found here. Search for your group and click the first toggle. It will change from gray to green, indicating you have successfully assigned the group. Your students will now have access to the student manual, but will not be able to attempt the exam. When you assign students, you are assigning them to 3 attempts at the exam in any 100-day period. The student will need to pass the exam with at least a 70%, and if they are unable to do this, or if they fail all attempts, they cannot be granted new attempts until their access expires. You will be able to grant them new attempts once this happens, and they can try again once they return and retake your class. But they cannot be reset or granted any more attempts until that time. If the student requires IEP or ADA accommodations, these are expected to be provided by the instructor before they attempt an exam. Congrats! You are now on your way to issuing certifications.